Well, hello there everyone, I'm Darth Browner, and today I'm going to be doing a one-shot in Sonic Spinball. Now, before I carry on, I am not the biggest fan of this game in the slightest, so all the opinions in this video are of my own. You may not agree with them, you may enjoy this game more than me, that's entirely your discretion, but for me, I don't, so I apologise in advance if I'm offending anyone. Right, where do I begin? Now I'm just going to play this game as I have completed it in the past, barely, and where do I begin? Well, for a spin-off, it's a bold idea trying to mix pinball and Sonic. Do you think Sonic curling up into a ball would be a pretty cool concept? You know, pinball and Sonic mixed together with some semblance of platform with jumping around. But to say the least, I find it unresponsive at times. What else? Sorry, I'm just concentrating as well because it's a very hard game. It's very frustrating at times, or most of the time I should say. The physics are off. It does feel rather atrociously rushed, and credit where it's due. Like I said, it was bold trying to do something different with Sonic, but the ultimately it just simply does not work. It really doesn't. It's just bland. It's a bland game. The plot's ridiculous. Dr. Robotnik has got the Chaos Emeralds or some tip like that, and Sonic's trying to infiltrate his fortress, which is guarded by some sort of stupid pinball system, which is the premise of the game. So you're taking the decent bits of Casino Night Zone from Sonic 2, because this came out after Sonic 2, and you've got this, and it's so frustrating. You think you're doing well, you think, oh fantastic, I'm making progress, only to find yourself falling back to the start of the level, like I've just done. I'm not going to play through the whole game because it will take ages. It's a really tedious game. So I'm just going to talk and get as far as I can whilst talking. Okay, and maybe get a high score. I mean, if I do, awesome, but I'm not going to intentionally go out of my way to do as well as I can. I'm just going to just play it casually. That being said, I will throw in a positive, and that is the music's not too bad. I mean, I do enjoy the Toxic Caves music. It does have a nice upbeat, jaunty vibe to it, and the music when, like, I don't know, when that snake thing was trying to eat me, there was a sense of urgency with the music just then. But otherwise, oh, I suppose it looks nice. Well, Sonic Sprite looks alright. So graphically, it's not the worst looking game in the world, and I'll give it that. But I do find a lot of people hate on Sonic 3D and say it's not as good as this. And in conversations I've had with people in the past, happened over the many years, but I'm in the camp that prefers Sonic 3D. I actually think Sonic 3D is an example of a good spin-off game. And that being said, I'll clean up everything, that's good. I've actually achieved something interesting. That being said, this isn't the worst Sonic game on the planet. It's one of the worst. It's probably one of the very, very worst. In fact, I would probably describe it as, imagine like opening a Christmas present one Christmas morning and you're expecting, I don't know, a Mega Man game, a Mega Man Battle Network game, we'll use that as an example. You're expecting Mega Man Battle Network 3 and you end up getting Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge. And boy, that game is, like this game, offensive. I think that's how I'd probably describe this game. It's an offensively bad, frustrating, tedious game. And like I said, I mean, I appreciate people do like it. I do have friends who love it, and if they like it, they like it. But I just think there are far, far, far better games out there that you could play. Sonic 3D being one example if you have to play a spin-off Sonic game. You see, that's frustrating as well. It's too easy. The game relies too much on trial and error. Oh. What the hell am I doing? Oh, I've got a Chaos Emerald. You see, it just relies too much on it, and you end up... How is that? Oh wait, I'm going back up. You just end up back at the start. I mean, I would not have known that if I hadn't explored. So for any newbie, they're going to be ripping their hair out with frustration here. I mean, I've been playing video games since I was 4 years old, and this is definitely a piece of crap, to put it politely. And before anyone says anything, oh, Darth Browner, what about Sonic 06? Yeah, Sonic 06 is probably in the same category as this. Crap, to put it mildly. Or maybe a little bit worse than Spinball. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, would you say Sonic 06 is worse than this? I mean, I'd say they're pretty much even. But, oh god, no, this game is just horrible and relies far too much on trial and error for my liking. Not really any skill. I mean, pinball hybrid games don't tend to... I mean, I love playing pinball, don't get me wrong. I love me a bit of pinball. But man... See, I'm back to the start again. I mean, that's what I mean about the trial and error. If you do like your pinball games and want a bit about them, I would suggest playing the Pokemon pinball games. And I'd also suggest playing Kirby's Pinball Land, which I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's available on 3DS Virtual Console. Don't hold me to that though, but if you can play it because they are examples of really good pinball-based games on consoles. And Pinball FX games as well, if you like Pinball, they're pretty much alright, I would say as well. So, as you can see, as I progress through this steaming pile of crap, which is making me squeeze my PlayStation 3 controller in utter rage. See what I mean? It's fucking trial and error. It really is, and you end up going back to the fucking start half the time. Look! I mean, it's just garbage. You probably noticed I'm getting angrier and angrier, and with good reason. I mean, this was before a time. Well, this is before we had Big the Cat. In fact, no, that's a good way to describe it. Sonic Spinball is the Big the Cat of the 16-bit era Mega Drive games. It's tedious, frustrating, and slow. And full of trial and error. A bit like the Big the Cat sections on the Sonic Adventure games. See? Look! Look at that. My God. Thank goodness there's no 16-bit rendition of Froggy. Oh, for Christ's sake. Jesus wept. This game really is annoying. This is only the first bloody level, and the other levels get worse, trust me. But I'm being a good sport. At least I'm sticking to my guns and I'm actually having a playthrough of it. See, look what happens when he jumps. He looks like he's taking a dump. Look. Since when did Sonic ever do that? Look. I really don't like that jumping animation. Yes, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny thing, but it's another thing I don't like. And that sound effect. That is not a good sound effect. I don't know what it sounds like, but it sounds terrible. Sonic sounds terrible. And looking at Sonic, the sprite is not too bad, just the animations and the sound effects that go along with him. Yeah, I have found bonus gates, I'm sure. And I've got another fucking Chaos Emerald. I need to get that last one. So, watch the trial and error as I try and get that last emerald. Or try to. I mean, multi-ball now. I mean, look at this. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd rather the whole game was based on this. It plays a lot better than the main fucking game itself, doesn't it? See, if Sega had just incorporated this, maybe, it plays much bloody better. Oh, apparently I've earned a trigger. I'm taking some Mega Drive Classics collection, by the way. No, I don't want to go there. No. This trial and error element. This is what this game might as well be called Trial and Error Spinball. Never mind fucking Sonic Spinball. It's a bit of an insult to the Sonic the Hedgehog name, and yes, Sonic has had some rotten eggs, as I mentioned earlier, like Sonic 06, which I would say is definitely in the same vein as this piece of shit. And Sonic R. Actually, no. Sonic R is... You're going to hate me for saying this, but I think Sonic R is marginally better than this. Only because it's got a really cheesy soundtrack and it's actually funny to play when you're drunk. And you can actually have a laugh. With this game you cannot have a laugh because you're too busy, like I've been, screaming at the trial and error aspects. Right, let's do a shitty jump. See what I mean? Oh, it is so frustrating. I used to get so frustrated with this game when I was a kid. I mean, by now I could have rage quit, but I'm not going to rage quit because rage quit I'll only do if I'm really, really frustrated. So I'm going to be a good sport and just try and carry on. We're like 16 minutes or so in. So we're at the boss now. What the flying fuckety fuck? That's Robotnik looking disturbing. That is, quite frankly, one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen on a Sonic game. Look at it! That's the face to give you fucking nightmares. Look at it! And that sound effect just... Christ, Halloween's come early. Yeah, oops, oops, oops indeed. Look at it! Oh my god, that is the face of nightmares. Let's be honest with you. And during my little rant, I've managed to complete that dreadful, dreadful level. Oh, I've got a bonus stage. Might as well do this before I carry on. Again, this is more fun than the main pissing game it's fucking self. Oh my days, this game is just something else. This is much better than the main game, like I've said repeatedly. There's tails randomly. It's just so much more fun than the turgid shit that I've had to play just now. All free. Physics are all off, but it's an old game, so I don't expect them to be perfect, but still. Yeah, I know I lose. And, well, that brings us to the end of my video. This has been Darth Browner. Thank you so much for watching. But yeah, ultimately, as you probably gathered, I despise Sonic Spinball. But let me know what you think of Sonic Spinball in the comments, and what you think of other Sonic spin-off games for that matter. Like I've said, and I'll repeat what I said at the start of the video, all the opinions are of my own. I've not been influenced by anything apart from my experience with this shoddy game. So yeah, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed me watching me play this torturously painful game. And we'll have more Sonic videos coming on the channel in the not so distant future. Better Sonic games, I might add. Ciao for now.